Any business in today's economy needs revenue to continue to exist. Video game developers are no different. They need money to pay the bills. Developers monetize games in one of two ways: pay-to-play and free-to-play. The traditional pay-to-play model is further divided into one-time payments and subscriptions. With one-time payments, you pay X amount of money and should own a wholesome complete game that should be devoid of further charges as well as further updates and expansions. This is a simple, straightforward one-time ordeal. With paid subscriptions, you pay a monthly fee for what should be full access to a complete game that receives regular updates and expansions without extra cost. A common example is World of Warcraft, which after its original release in 2004, still retains over 6 million actively paying subscribers. This model guarantees a regular income stream so that developers can fully devote their time to expanding the game. Now, what if you're dead broke and can't afford to buy games? Or maybe your parents think games are the source of all evil and won't buy you any. Luckily for you, game developers have more recently adopted the free-to-play model, where you can play some of the game without paying. Free-to-play usually appears in two forms: shareware, better known as demos, which showcase a little piece of the full pay-to-play experience, or the freemium model, where players have free access to a game's core, but the rest is locked behind a paywall. The freemium model is almost always implemented via one or sometimes two currencies. One currency, which we'll call premium, that is given for free really slowly or is bought with real money, and sometimes a second currency, which we'll call common, that is earned by simply playing the game. Freemium games then operate via a mix of 4 distinct practices. Practice 1. Buy the same item, again! In this practice, items you buy in-game with common currency expires after a period of time. Permanent items are typically only available via premium currency. For example, in the first-person shooter Combat Arms, guns will expire and must be repurchased. This practice is common in games with a singular mechanism, like shooting, because it offers a sense of tension and exploration. Your items are going to disappear. Which will you buy next? Practice 2. Wait to play. A player can perform a limited number of tries or actions in a given time period. In order to advance or retry, you must wait or fork over the dough. Many casual games like Candy Crush embrace this practice because players often succumb to the just a little more mindset. Practice 3. Get ready to kiss 200 hours goodbye. This is when a player can play all they want, but the road to unlocking new content is outrageously long. If you don't have the time to play for hundreds of hours, then you'll need to dip into those savings. Warframe, a recently released third-person action game, exemplifies this practice. In order to unlock new weapons or characters, called Warframes, you can buy them with real money or you can craft them for free. However, it takes many hours to collect the large amounts of required materials. This practice forces the player to choose between their money and their time. Practice 4. I need more hats. Here, all items purchased with premium currency usually only affect players aesthetically. The paying player may look prettier than the free player, but no amount of money will guarantee victory. Because there is no absolute need to pay, games supported by this practice will typically see less revenue in the short term. Usually, only large companies like Valve, with established titles like Team Fortress 2 or Dota 2 can sustain this practice. Why does free-to-play exist? Pay-to-play is straightforward and simple. Why would a developer choose to go free-to-play? For one, games are extremely expensive to develop. Complex software, beautiful graphics, immersive sounds, and marketing and planning all add up to very expensive final products. Free demos may increase sales, pushing those on the fence across, though this has not been shown to be entirely true, as game sales seem unaffected by the presence of demos. More likely, though, is that companies may choose to develop free-to-play games because they arguably generate more revenue in the long term. Because there is no entry barrier, more potential customers will try the game. You can also liken free-to-play games to arcade games. Paying $60 at once may dissuade many customers, but ask for quarters or dollars over a long period of time, and you will find that people will often pay more over the long term than they would have at once. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Now go and play some games. You'll be surprised about how much fun you can get for free. And share your experiences with us in the comments.